Lukas, thanks very much for joining us. Just in terms of Spaceflow, maybe tell us some of the influences that you've seen, particularly in the built environment, related to the virus.
We all believe that this crisis will help with the adoption of technology in all industries, including real estate. And if you think about it, buildings are actually in the first or front line of how we face this crisis. So we need to help our clients to create a safe and healthy environments for all occupiers. And I think we all learned also in the past weeks that the digital approach is the new must have or the new need for everyone, including the building environment. So definitely these two. Then I would add also the aspect that a lot of landlords have been found in a situation where they actually need to fight more in order to attract and retain tenants, because work from home has become a new alternative for a lot of companies. So I think that changed a lot the whole environment.
And you're obviously active both in the office and the residential markets. I guess, have you seen differences between those two sectors?
First of all, like in the commercial, I think that has been affected massively because all the buildings being put on lockdown, pretty empty. So from day to day, landlords and property managers lost a connection with most of their occupiers. Where again we through our tenant expense platform could help them to keep this relationship and the engagement. So we focused a lot through our community managers to help them to create the best content, to communicate the new building updates of policies, return to work plan through the app. And suppose like in the residential, where we could see like most of the people spend definitely more time back home. So it's been more like help where the platform help them to help each other or boost solidarity between them, because obviously like I think it put all the residents neighborhoods more closer to each other.
You've been looking at meeting these challenges. I guess in terms of sharing insights on that, do you have a sense of sort of some of the key digital must-haves that people should be looking at as they move through the crisis, and obviously people begin to come back to work and are looking to have safe, healthy environments?
First of all, I would say, as we discussed, like the instant communication. So that's number one. Landlords lost the connection. Now they need to have a real-time channel, direct feedback. They can create polls or even like digital concierge quite easily. Second is promoting loyalty through the engagement. So obviously that's meant to attract and retain tenants. They can create like virtual events or support local businesses through the app as well. And third, from our perspective as a tenant expense platform, is the touchless or touch-free technology, such as like room booking, access system, or guest management, or parcel locker management. So all these kind of like modules that could be added as well that can help to face this crisis in a digital and safe way for everyone.
Lukas, very interesting. And in terms of examples of that, how have clients been using that in within their buildings?
So one of the examples is, for example, the building named the Icon in Vienna, where what happened that the owner installed like sensors in a local canteen to measure the occupancy. So for you, what does it mean for you as an occupier? In your phone, you can easily see how busy is the canteen at the moment. So you can easily say if it's pretty safe for you to go have a lunch, or it's better to wait more minutes before you go down. So I think that's one of the great examples how the technology could help to face this let's say crisis, or make the environment in the building healthier for everyone.
Great, and that's very much going to be a challenge that all of the tenants and I guess all of the real estate owners are going to be facing over the coming months and years, possibly.
Yep.
Just to say, Lukas, you are actually our first interview that is back in their own office in Prague. So delighted to see that, especially
Great.
sitting here in London. Thanks very much for joining us.
Thank you so much, Richard.